Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Eric, and today I thought we'd talk about different ways you can use your ultrasonic cleaner to get the parts you want clean without having a big mess. So stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back to the channel, and what we've got here is just regular old household stuff. And whether you're cleaning a small carburetor or a bigger one, instead of when you buy this from Harbor Freight, where I got mine, you could buy this general cleaning product. It's in the powder form. But what you end up doing is you get the whole inside all crap, and it's a pain in the backside to clean. So the better way to do it, because ultrasonic will come up through any liquid, whether it's dropped into the basket like this, or if you fill this up to a certain depth, and then you can take and either put a cleaner inside of a Ziploc bag and then just drop that bag in, and then when you're done you can take it out and all your crap is inside the bag. You can get rid of it. The other option is to like a jar. Depending upon what you're working with, you can take and fill this up to here with any of these cleaners and then drop the whole carburetor right in, and then set this in here. Instead of getting that dirty, now you're going to get this dirty. But the nice thing is you can reuse this over and over, right? Just label it with what cleaner you have in it. Now, a lot of times we use old gas that we take out of customers' machines that are not good enough to run the machine, but it's ideal for cleaning. But I've got like paint thinner here. I've got Purple Power. You got Simple Green. You got Heavy Duty Curd Cutter. And what I normally do is I have a couple small brushes here and carburetor cleaner. And when you're getting ready to do this, you're going to disassemble this and then put parts into that. So in the case of this one, let me grab a screwdriver. Oh, it takes a slotted. So first, just clean this off with your brush so you don't have a lot of extra crud. And anything that's kind of kicking around, you can grab the carb cleaner and just clean it up. The less you have on it, the better off you are. And the way I teach people when it comes to working on these things is get yourself an area. Get some of this stuff out of the way. Is simply by putting stuff as you're taking it apart furthest away. But what we're doing is we're taking everything apart. So you want to take the gaskets out, and then like the inside of the bowl, if you could take a smaller brush and just kind of get the worst of it out, and then just take and drop it in. You want to take and pull this pin. That's going to take the float off. And then your needle and cedar up in there. Now, everything else You can spray the orifices with it to get things cleaned up, but then you can just drop that in. You don't need to drop the needle in seat, but you can drop the needle in if you want to get that cleaned up more. Like the gaskets keep out, this plastic is fine, float is fine. That's for your seat or for your needle, and then that's that. So just by filling this up with whatever cleaner you want to use, then you're going to set this right inside and leave the basket in, because if you don't, you're going to end up destroying your machine. You don't want anything sitting on that solid. And then just set it and let it go. You know that with these, what I do here it is. You can set these down in just like that, so you can put the cover back in and let it run for 30 minutes. At the end of 30 minutes, take right back out. Take your parts back out. Put your cover back on it with your solvent inside, with it labeled. Use it again, over and over and over again. If it gets really bad, clean it up, throw it away, put in fresh, back in business again. This way it just saves having to clean this out every time. You're putting the crap into this instead of here. So hopefully that's helped you out. Like I say, leave in the comments how you're doing it and what solvent you use that you find that works best. Like I say, for us, what works best out of most of it is cheap is the customer's gas that you're draining out of their tank. We save that gas and use it for parts cleaners, and it also works good for this. But any of the other ones works good as well. And you can even take the solvents that come for these units and put the solvent right in the jar with water and then drop it in. The key is that you want to have the liquids up in it too, because as that comes up through, it's going to penetrate and it's still going to come up through the inside of this jar as long as there's fluid in here. Don't put it in there with no fluid. It's not going to work. Mix up your powder, pour your gas in it, any of the solvents. And again, what we do is normally we label it so we know what's in the jar. And any of your stuff that isn't going to be good for plastic, make sure you put it into the jar. So on that note, you guys have a great day. Leave in the comments how you do it. Thanks so much for watching.